Do you have a view? I don't understand why you won't answer my question. If you're confirmed, you're gonna be a federal judge. And I joined my good friend, Senator Durbin, in saying that judicial intemperament is important. But I think being unbiased is even more important. And I find it incredible that you won't answer my question. So I'm going to ask it again. Maybe it's me. Do you believe that we should forgive a criminal act in the name of social justice?
So the outcome of any case is always highly individualized based on the process and the facts.
What's your
of that
favorite
case.
color?
Blue.
Thank you. I got one. I'm one for about 20. I can't vote for you. Not if you're not going to answer questions.
That was embarrassing. I can't vote for you. That line from Senator Kennedy didn't just end a hearing. It exposed the real problem people are talking about. When a nominee for one of the most serious jobs in government can't give a straight answer to basic questions about judgment and accountability. And here's the blunt takeaway. If you need 5 minutes of legal buffering to answer a simple question, it's fair to wonder whether you're ready for decisions that affect real people's lives in real time. As one observer might put it, it wasn't a hearing anymore. It was a masterclass in how not to say yes or no.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Professor Traum, do you think we should forgive criminal misbehavior in the name of social justice?
Senator, thank you for that question. I recognize that all issues of crime and all responses to crime are fundamentally policy issues. So those are important issues. They're important for our community and our nation, but I leave those policy issues to policymakers. If confirmed as a judge, I would not be a policymaker.
I'm not asking your opinion as a judge. I'm asking your opinion as a person, as a law professor. I'll stipulate with all of you that you're all going to be fair and unbiased, okay? Now, do you think that criminal misbehavior, an illegal act, should be forgiven in the name of social justice?
So, Senator, I do believe that all criminal policy is fundamentally a policy issue.
Yes, ma'am. But do you think, as a person, as a professor, that an illegal act should be forgiven in the name of social justice?
Senator, that is not a view that I have taken in my work, and what
So
I would
that's
say,
no? Is your answer no?
Senator, in my work, I have not taken that view, and in my
I'm
view,
asking, Professor, what you believe. I think this is really straightforward. You're a professor. Do you believe that an illegal act should be forgiven in the name of social justice? It's pretty simple.
So, Senator, I believe that we have criminal laws that are created by policymaking bodies like this one.
I got all that. Do you believe that a criminal act should be forgiven in the name of social justice?
So, Senator, we have not only criminal laws, but we have a criminal process by which people come before the court to be held accountable if they are charged with a crime. And I have enormous respect for that process.
I do too. Do you believe that a criminal act should be forgiven in the name of social justice?
Senator, when people come before the court, if they are charged with a crime, that is a highly individualized and fact-specific process for all who are involved, and I respect that process.
I respect the heck out of it. Do you believe that a criminal act should be forgiven in the name of social justice?
Senator, I don't think that I could say with respect to any particular case or as a generality with respect to any category of cases.
Do you not have an opinion?
I don't have a view to share on how any particular kind of case should be handled.
Do you have a view on my question?
I do not have a viewpoint to share on how any particular
I didn't
case
ask
should
that.
be handled.
I can tell you don't want to share it. I got that part. Do you have a view? I don't understand why you won't answer my question. If you're confirmed, you're going to be a federal judge. And I join my good friend, Senator Durbin, in saying that judicial intemperament is important. But I think being unbiased is even more important. And I find it incredible that you won't answer my question. So I'm going to ask it again. Maybe it's me. Do you believe that we should forgive a criminal act in the name of social justice?
Senator, I share the view that we should be unbiased, but I also share the view that our criminal justice system and our process is very individualized. So what should happen in any particular case is a matter of the process and the very specific facts in that case.
That a criminal act should be forgiven in the name of social justice?
So the outcome of any case is always highly individualized based on the process and the facts.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Thank you. I got one. I'm one for about 20. I can't vote for you. Not if you're not going to answer questions. I mean, that was embarrassing.
So here's what happened in simple terms. A judicial nominee was being questioned in the Senate. Nothing unusual there. These hearings are supposed to help lawmakers figure out if someone has the judgment, clarity, and backbone to serve on the bench. But Senator Kennedy kept running into the same problem. Whenever he asked straightforward questions, the answers turned into long explanations, legal framing, or general statements about the justice system. Instead of a clear position, he got process talk. Instead of a direct response, he got careful wording. And that's where things started to break down. Because at some point, the concern isn't just what someone believes, it's whether they're willing to clearly say it. Let's walk through it. Kennedy asks a simple kind of question, the kind most people would expect a yes or no answer to. But the nominee keeps shifting back to general principles, judicial process, case-specific facts, legal interpretation, and the limits of a judge's role. Now, to be fair, that's not wrong in itself. Judges are supposed to apply the law, not campaign on opinions. But here's the issue Kennedy is pointing at. If someone can't clearly answer basic questions in a hearing, how will they handle difficult decisions from the bench? And that's where frustration builds. Because from Kennedy's perspective, this isn't about ideology. It's about clarity, about whether someone can clearly speak under pressure. At one point, it becomes less of a conversation and more of a loop. Question asked, answer redirected, question repeated, answer redirected again, and you can almost feel the room shift from evaluation to disbelief. If you're watching this, go ahead and subscribe, because these hearings aren't just political theater, they're previews of how future decisions might be explained or avoided. Now, stepping back a bit, there's a bigger point here. A judge doesn't have to be loud, doesn't have to be dramatic, but they do have to be clear when it counts. Because the justice system isn't just about laws on paper, it's about trust in the people interpreting them. And then comes the moment that cuts through everything. Senator Kennedy finally steps back and says in plain terms that what he's hearing isn't good enough and that he can't support the nomination. No theatrics, no long speech, just a blunt conclusion after a long line of non-answers. That's when it really lands. In these hearings, sometimes silence and avoidance speak louder than any prepared statement ever could.